What's up, XRP holders? Guys, I think we are missing one final big wave to the upside in this bull run. I don't think this bull run is over. You need to understand, we haven't seen that blow off top phase. We haven't seen that euphoria phase. We have been in a correction basically since December or January, 5-6 months. If you're still here watching these videos after such a boring period in the market, I think you have all the tools, all the chances right now to actually change your life here in the coming months. Why would you give up after such a brutal correction, after the fact that most retail actually already left? You need to understand that most crypto rallies are always starting from a point where there is basically no interest, when no one expects it, when sentiment is pretty bearish. And that is actually what we're seeing right now. So why would you give up? Ask yourself these questions. Guys, in today's important video, I want to show you a lot of important on-chain data, technicals, which I prepared for you and which hopefully will give you a very clear understanding into what you should expect here in the immediate short term for XRP and for crypto. Let's get into it. First, of course, like the video. Can we get this one once again back above 1,000 likes? Would be highly appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you watching these videos on a daily basis, and let's get into it. So guys, the first thing that I want to show you is on XRP's 2 daily time frame, where two very important moving averages are actually crossing bullish right now. So we have a golden cross here for XRP, and I think this is definitely not a signal to ignore. This shows you that bullish momentum has been building up since the lows from April earlier this year. So pay attention to this, guys. Since April, as you can see, the price of XRP has been forming higher lows here, also higher highs. So we are just waiting here for another higher high. But this bullish crossover definitely shows that there is a lot of bullish momentum currently building for XRP. Pay attention. Another thing, and I showed you this yesterday, is actually this pattern. We have this trend line for XRP, multiple touch points against this trend line since the 16th of January. So a very significant one. We broke out here. We have a retest right now, and XRP is currently, I think we are just in a waiting room before we are going to see those big green candles to the upside. So pay attention to this pattern as well. Nothing actually changed compared to yesterday. Support to hold for XRP is still around that $2 region. Pay close attention to these signals. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is that the XRP ledger just crossed 7 million addresses. I posted this a few hours ago, and this shows you that there is still a lot of demand for XRP, not just from retail, but also from a lot of other entities as well. So this is what you want to see in a cryptocurrency asset, and that is exactly what we're seeing here for XRP. So this is also making me very, very bullish. Another thing, there is still no retail FOMO, as I showed you yesterday or the day before. You can see that in the funding rates for XRP, which basically means that futures positions, so either longs or shorts, whenever these futures positions are very high or very in the positive, as you can see over here, so as we have seen in March of 2024 or in December last year, whenever these positions are spiking, it typically marks out the XRP top. But as of right now, guys, not a lot of retail FOMO, so this is still a very good time to be invested in the market. Patience is the name of the game. Now, Reuters just announced that the Federal Reserve is expecting to cut rates in the next quarter, and this is very bullish for crypto and for markets in general. And the next quarter starts very soon because we are almost in the third quarter of this year, so pay attention to that as well. And tomorrow, actually, we have the US Consumer Price Index release for May. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and this could of course trigger a lot of volatility for markets related to inflation. And then we also have the XRP liquidation heat map, which still shows that there is still a lot of liquidity here from futures long position around that $2 zone. So it is always possible to see a liquidation wick here before further upside, but it is not guaranteed. If these positions are from insiders or whales, I do not expect that this liquidity is going to get tapped by the XRP price. The next thing that I want to show you is that Ripple's Apex 2025 kicked off in Singapore today, and this is a 3-day XRP Ledger Summit, where they are hopefully going to announce a lot of interesting stuff because we have a lot of interesting speakers over there. So yeah, pay attention to this event as well. And I also wanted to talk about the XRP ETF, which right now, according to Polymarket, shows a 93% odds on a spot XRP ETF approval this year. So this is very bullish. It is almost for certain that we are about to see an XRP spot ETF approval. And to remind you guys, the Franklin Templeton XRP spot ETF decision is due on the 17th of June. So very close. And this approval could send XRP, I posted this, to $5 plus very fast. And I do believe so. I do think that if we are going to see this approval, that things are going to escalate very fast for XRP. So for now, guys, a very bullish picture, nothing to worry about. As long as we're holding above the $2 zone with daily candles, I don't see any reason to flip bearish here in the short term. If you want to buy XRP, if you want to trade it, check out BTCC. The link is down below in the video description. Also, guys, if you're not already following me over on my Instagram, which I reactivated, I highly recommend. So the link is also down below. I'm posting a lot of XRP content, Q&A sessions. Check it out if you're interested. That was it, guys, for today's XRP analysis. If this was helpful to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully this video helped you a little bit into understanding where we are currently at in the crypto market and why right now is not a very good time to exit, in my personal humble opinion. Also, don't forget to join the Patreon if you want additional alpha. The link is down below in the video description. I want to thank you all for watching, for the support, and I'll see you very soon in another update. Bye bye.